It's Friday, March 16th, and this is Mr. Eichler's weekly webcast. To begin with, field trip. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I know. We kind of slipped under the radar on that one, and for that we are truly sorry. But in their folders tonight is a field trip form for the Pope High School field trip. We're going over to Pope to have a science and STEAM day, or STEM day. So if you could please sign those and return them on Monday. This is an absolutely free field trip, doesn't cost anything, so we just need the field trip form back signed on Monday. And again, we're really sorry for the short notice. Speaking of short notice, report cards. They are due to come home Wednesday, but hold up, put a pin in that one. We're going to send them home on Friday because our 5th grade classes are out at Driftwood next week, and to give them time to get all their stuff done, we're going to post report cards on Friday next week, so look for those. Also, speaking of changes, I know, milestones, right? You're excited. Don't stress it, really. The typing thing, we're sitting better than most in observing them typing all week long. Most of them are at least doing the one finger each and doing it with relative speed, which is great. If you have downloaded a typing app, great. Please practice it every night, about 10-15 minutes, just to improve accuracy and, of course, speed. And if you haven't downloaded a typing app yet, you might please do that. There is a free one posted on last week's blog post that you can download from CNET, or if you want to buy a app for the iPad, there's also some free ones for the iPad as well. Just poke around. That would be wonderful, and practice those, about 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, give or take. That would be great. Also, speaking of papers and grades have all come home today. There's a whole bunch of papers in their folders that came home. I've hung some of the math performance tests this week out in the hallway. Their math quiz is in there, however, as well as some social studies grades, which are in their OneNote under the social studies folder, in their social studies folder under the Westward Expansion tab. And you can see those 4 social studies grades in there. They all did a pretty good job on that. Also, Constellation essay came home today as well. And I'm looking down my list. Yeah, that's about it. So a cornucopia of grades and papers in there as well. That's about it. We had a very productive week this week in reading. We were reading an essay about teeth and doing some comparing and contrasting with that. In writing, we were taking a look at the online test, which, again, the link for the online test sample is on last week's blog post underneath this one. And in math, we've been working with our protractors, measuring angles. And next week, we will pick up with angles and measuring angles in a different way, doing some math and figuring out the other side of the angle. Oh, that's a good time. And we'll be reading and writing as well. So science, of course, still sticking with the planets, and we'll be finishing off some westward expansion. So busy. 2 weeks left until spring break, and the milestone starts that Tuesday after spring break, so it's crunch time around here. We're all really excited, and I'm certain that these guys are going to do just fine. So please, no stressing, no panicking, no nothing. All positive and happy thoughts. Everybody have a fun weekend, and we'll see you all on Monday.